So we understood how to chunk our input data and what are the different text chunking methods we have in the previous lecture, right? Now let's learn how to write a correct prompt, right? So writing a correct prompt is nothing but prompt engineering. That is, prompt engineering is the process of structuring or crafting an instruction in order to produce the best possible output from a generative artificial intelligence model. Right? So before you start building any generative AI RAG application, first you need to know how and what kind of methods we have to ask the question in the right format. That is, provide the right context to the LLM so the LLM can understand in a better way and predict the accurate results for us. So we will cover these prompt engineering techniques, that is basic prompt, role, task, context prompt, few shot, chain of thought, constrained output prompting, right? And apart from these, Hugging Face has prompt engineering documentation as well. So let me take you there. So this is the Hugging Face documentation, right? And if you see here, we have the prompt engineering section where you can go here and see different examples. They've explained the best practices and few techniques here, few shot, chain of thought, fine tuning, and few examples, right? So you can go through this Hugging Face documentation. And we also have prompt engineering documentation in OpenAI as well. So if you go to OpenAI documentation page, you can see text generation and prompting, right? So here they have provided few examples and how to apply prompt engineering techniques, right? So let me show one other. So this is from Anthropic. So here also they have provided prompt engineering overview and when to prompt engineer, how to prompt engineer, and prompt engineering tutorial as well they are provided here. So you can go through Hugging Face, prompt engineering, or OpenAI or Anthropic, right? So they have few documentation there. You can deep dive these articles. The concept is the same. You can apply prompt engineering for any model. There is nothing technical here, right? It's more of common sense with the way we ask a question to the LLM, right? So it's just the way we ask a question so the LLM can understand and predict more accurate results for us. And in order to ask a question to LLM, first thing is you need to get the OpenAI API key because we will be using OpenAI. So first thing is go to OpenAI and get the API key. You can also use any free model from Hugging Face too. So go to Hugging Face and get the key if you prefer to use a model from Hugging Face, right? So why are we getting the key? Because prompt engineering meaning we are interacting with the LLM and we need a key to connect to the LLM, right? So we will be using OpenAI LLM. So let me show you how to get the API key from OpenAI, right? So first thing is you have to go to OpenAI. Just go to Google and type OpenAI API key and click on this one, OpenAI platform, right? platform.openai.com API keys, right? So just click on this and make sure you create an account here. The registration is straightforward. The instructions are pretty clear. And as it is confidential information, that is, it involves your address and credit card information. I'm not showing the registration process. Otherwise, it is easy to create an account and you should be able to move forward with creating an API key, right? So when you are creating an account, you need to provide your full name and have a password, and then it will ask you to provide your organization name and about yourself as well. So let me show a few screens so you will get an idea. So this is how it looks when you are trying to create an account. So you can see platform openai.com, welcome, step is equal to create. So this is how it looks when you are trying to create an account. So it will ask you to enter your organization name and what best describes you. Underneath you'll have very technical, somewhat technical, not technical, right? So you can provide your organization name and you can select whatever is best suitable for you, right? Very technical, somewhat technical, or non-technical, right? Then click on create organization and then it will ask you if you want to invite your team as well. So if you want, you can add your team members also. Otherwise, you can click on I will invite my team later and click on continue, right? And then you have to provide API key name. You can name anything here, and the project name you can leave as default project here, and then click on generate API key, right? And then it will generate the key. So make sure you save the key securely so you can make use of it to make the API calls, right? And once you save the key, then click on continue, and you also need to add some credits here. So try choosing $5. I think that should be enough, because with $5 can cover about 2 million input or 500k output tokens. Plenty to start building your idea, right? So I think this $5 should be enough. So choose this $5 and click on purchase credits, right? And then you need to provide your credit card details, your address, and then click on add payment method. And after that, click on confirm payment. And once your payment is completed, then you will get an email from OpenAI saying that your OpenAI API account has been funded, and then you can start using your API key, right? And in case if you want to create a new key, just log into the account and click on API keys, and then click on create new secret key, right? So that way you can create another key as well. And also when your credit balance reaches $0, then your API request will stop working, right? So make sure you have some balance in your account, right? So have your key ready so we can learn different prompt engineering techniques. All right. Thank you.